Hey, what's up, everybody on Blog Talk Radio and YouTube Universe? So, just give me a second. I'm gonna try to go on my page to try to get this going. See if I can do it. Come on. There we go. Let me just set this up. Nah, I was a little bit late. I had a little bit cleaning to do, so I would have had everything set up sooner, but fortunately, it didn't happen. But while I'm trying to set this video up on, while I'm trying to set this up on Facebook, I can just talk about what's been going on with me lately. So let's see. I'm I believe I'm 8 years sober. Yeah, past this past July, it was been 8 years I've been sober, which is a good thing. So wait, live video has moved. Come on. So it's easy to not like drink like big alcohol, you know what I mean? But the cravings are there, but it's like hard to, just to stay away, but it's not that hard. It's like I I, I drink like non-alcoholic beer from time to time. Not every day, but just from time to time. So it's not bad. So I'm not like drinking any alcohol or anything like that, or trying to do anything else. Let's see. Choose where you want to post. Oh, they got an interactive feature. That's cool. Must have just happened. But let's see. Man, and had you do hold so much for let's see, stream. Okay, let's put this up. I apologize, everybody. I thought I would have the Facebook one ready, but they want so much information. So today is August 19th. Let's see. What's the title of this? Talk show. Because that's what it barely is, a talk show. What is going on here? Oh, change that. I'm sorry, guys. It just seems like the Facebook part is just acting stupid. Check that all your streams is connected. Okay, stream key. Okay, now it should be on live, but yes, share on your timeline. Let's see if I can do this. Do okay, we know Brewers must have won. Sorry, guys. This is kind of crazy and stupid at the same time. So it doesn't say go live, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So if all else fails, I'm just going to say skip it and just go through, and we'll just start the show anyway. So, like I said, guys, I apologize for this. I just thought I can have like Facebook. Let's see. I think I wasted like about 8 minutes trying to fix this camera. What if I press connect? Let's see. Oh, that's the problem. It was on connect. Oh God. Okay, I figured it out. I'm sorry. I thought I pressed camera already. Then it sent me to something. It was like on connect. So okay, I'm gonna go live on Facebook. Oh my God. I'm so ashamed right now that I thought that it would be. I was on camera already, then they just sent me to this connecting crap, and it was just crazy. So, people on Facebook, I apologize for being like late or whatever on doing this. So, I know this Archer Jones show was supposed to be exclusively for YouTube, but probably for like the next month and a half, we're gonna do like little skits of the Archer Jones show, and probably just it will be 30 minutes on Blog Talk Radio, but it'll be 30 minutes or more. We might keep on going on YouTube and also on Facebook Live. So this is interesting. So there is a lot to talk about. So we probably gonna end up going over the 30 minutes since I wasted like almost 10 minutes on trying to figure out Facebook since I was a idiot, just couldn't figure out. So, well, warning for the show: the following show contains adult language. Listeners' discretion is advised. I always say that. But let's see where we can start. We got a little bit of news, talk about topics, and so what I'm gonna do first is talk about what just happened on Monday Night Raw. So we're gonna get a little bit into wrestling, my opinions on the match, or in overall Raw so far and stuff. So most importantly, I was watching it because hey, King of the Ring, one of my favorite events that WWE has do, and also broadcast and all that good stuff. So it started with Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler, and I guess they just want to just throw this one together for Dolph saying it should have been me and all that stuff. Like it was a good match, but I guess for that, like talking for like a minute or two was, I guess it was needed because what they doing with Dolph. So at least it was a minute, and it wasn't, you know, the first 20 minutes of the show they keep talking. So at least they started out with a match, and which is good. Let's see. Jerry the King Lawler got attacked by the Fiend Bray Wyatt when he was supposed to do an interview with Sasha Banks, but that didn't happen. Tag team match, you have Ricochet and The Miz go against Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin. The Miz and Ricochet won that match. Decent match. Although they're going to face each other in the first round of the tournament. Ricochet is going to face Drew McIntyre, and The Miz is going to face Baron Corbin next Monday. So I thought they were going to do the first rounds all on the show, but that didn't happen either. So I guess they want to just put more time in just like other things that's going on. I just thought they would do like the maybe the first hour and a half, like due to like King of the Ring. Although they got like about, let's see, I got a calendar over here. I know they got to like September 15th for the Clash of Champions pay-per-view, and we're on the 19th. So about a little bit under 4 weeks, like almost 3 weeks away. So I guess just looking at the calendar now, I can kind of understand it. Why they want to, just do the first round matches, just to do them two, then do the other two, then, the semifinals, then the finals for each brand, each Raw and SmackDown brand. So, just get that out the way. Let's see. R-Truth, I guess he dressed up as, had like a hoodie and stuff, and dressed up as like he was one of the guys, the like stage guys. When Elias, I should say, was on there, and I guess he tried to pin him about a couple of times, even hit his move, still didn't pin him. He got away. So I think they building like R-Truth as like chasing that title. Which it can be fun too if they pick their spots right. So a lot of you said that the most entertaining thing about the R-Truth and the 24/7 title is like the most interesting thing that's going on in WWE right now. Like one of the biggest things, but apparently the number one. But it was interesting. I don't know how long they're gonna have Elias keep on having the 24/7 championship. Cause I know he got a fight tomorrow for the tournament. And then I forgot who he fighting against. I should have like made a bracket myself. I done forgot. But yeah. Y'all probably already know, but I done forgot, so I gotta look it over as soon as I'm done with this show here. Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship. I was just wondering, like, what they was gonna do with this situation. Like, is AJ Styles gonna lose the title or something like that, or because the odd thing is like Braun been out for like weeks, and like last week he came back, and AJ Styles challenged him, and of course that match happened, and the rest of the OC had interfered, so Braun Strowman won by no disqualification. I mean, by disqualification. I don't know why I said no disqualification, but anyways, first round of the King of the Ring tournament, Samoa Joe versus Cesaro. Kind of quick in a way, just like the Braun Strowman AJ Styles match. It was kind of quick, but Samoa Joe won the match with of course, with a chokehold. Let's see, tag match, non-title match. It was the New Day versus the Revival, and New Day won by disqualification. I think Randy Orton RKO. I think it was Big E that he RKO'd first. Then as there was Kofi trying to make the save. He got beat up in RKO first troubles, and they was beating up on Woods and making them watch. So that's that one. Non-title match, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville go against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. So I pay attention only a little bit of this match. It wasn't because I was bored or anything. It's just I had like other things to do, like set up this show and try to just get like other things working. But I just saw some points of it and saw some parts of it, I should say. So it was a decent match. Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn, the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. I don't know why I put KOTS, but I know why I did. But anyways, it was kind of a quick match and good and decent match for Cedric Alexander and Sami Zayn. I kind of knew Cedric Alexander was going to win because I don't think they was going to have Sami Zayn advance right away. In the main event was for the Raw Tag Team Championship, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman versus the OC. As I forgot to mention, Seth Rollins did kind of make the save when Braun Strowman got attacked. So Seth and Braun challenged for the tag team titles. And it was an interesting thing that they tried to do with like back and forth with Seth and Braun with them. He looking at the title and Seth was just like, let's get the tag title first before we think about going one-on-one. And like I said, it was an interesting match, and Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman did win the match, and they're new tag team champs. And I would have never expected that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson was going to lose the titles like that or right away. So that was like unexpected. So I thought they'd probably do like they did with the AJ Styles and Braun Strowman match. I thought they was going to do like a no disqualification match or whatever, but they didn't. Oh yeah, the other segment they had, Sasha Banks had like an interview with Michael Cole, but she didn't say much. She was just saying everybody's talking about her blue hair. Then when Michael Cole was trying to get to the tough question, all she said was "You're welcome" and just left. And Natalia was like backstage with an interview of her own, was just talking about the emotional week she had with her father passing and losing to Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Then she was going to get to like talk about more about her arm, But Sasha Banks came out of nowhere, just attacked her and kind of busted her arm again. So we know this probably is not like a real injury. It's like for the I forgot what they call it. Like I think it's stage. I'll say stage, but I know it's something like a different word. But I'll just say stage. So it seems like that Sasha Banks is out with a bad attitude. Well, in real life, she has a bad attitude anyway. But moving on. And before the main event, it was like way earlier that Becky Lynch. I guess they had a segment with Becky Lynch, and she was just like, I guess was targeting at Sasha Banks. Is like just saying all this and that. But I guess like they're setting up for a Sasha Banks Becky Lynch feud and for the Raw Women's Championship. Seems like that might happen at Clash of Champions. So that was it for Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna rate it 1 through 5. I'm not gonna do the 1 through 10 like I do with pay-per-views because pay-per-views will be so much easier to grade. And Raw sometimes it could be good, it could be bad. It could be the same thing for SmackDown, but then again, I'm always interested in SmackDown more than Raw. So that's just my opinion about that. But what should I grade this 1 through 5 or the grade? I think I'm gonna grade it a 3, and the actual grade would be maybe a C because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Well, the 24/7 championship it was kind of like a match, so 9 matches. Decent amount of matches that happened, but it just felt like it was a little bit of an off night, like something was missing. So that's why I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna put it as the B minus, but still rated it from 1 through 5 or 3, but just put like a B minus onto the show. I know that's somewhat just kind of pushing it up there, but that's just how I felt about the show tonight. From what they said from what's going on with not with Clash of Champions, they only mentioned like one match, and that's the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. That's all they mentioned so far. So we know all titles are going to be defended, but I guess when weeks to come, we'll just see like who's fighting who and who's defending what title and stuff like that. Because like I mentioned earlier, I was disappointed that that SummerSlam that they didn't have the Intercontinental title defended. I was a little disappointed at that, and I'm like, at least they should have had that title on the line, but I guess not. But before we get into some other stuff, there's rumors going on about NXT. There was rumored that they was going to mention something tonight, like a special announcement or whatever. But the special announcement either it came up while I was gone or whatever for a bit, or it happened on their website. So apparently NXT is moving to regular TV, well, cable TV, I should say. And it seems like they're going to start Wednesday, September 18th on the USA Network. And I guess at first it was talking about being on Fox Sports 1. So they decided they're just going to do the show on USA Network. And it would be not 1 hour, but 2 hours. So it's going to be interesting to put put NXT for like 2 hours and just see how that's going to happen and what they're going to do. So it'll be the good thing for this for the NXT, the wrestlers down there at NXT, they get more exposure. So that'll be good for them. Like they'll get more exposure, and some of them you get to know who they are. Well, some of them, and maybe you end up liking them as a fan or hate them as a bad guy or whatever the case may be. So September 18th, that's on a Wednesday. So I'm just looking at my camera over here. So that's what the rumors was all, and it may be on WWE's website, but our WFSO member Corey had announced it on our Wrestling Fans Speak Out page about it. So like I said, it'd be interesting, but I know most of us hoping that Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn does not be involved with NXT whatsoever. But poor us, we're gonna deal with Vince McMahon's final say and stuff, and then all Triple H been doing good with NXT, but we'll just see how it goes, and hopefully Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn, since they're gonna be more hands-on on NXT, since it's televised, which is, I know it's kind of sad, and there's gonna be some bad luck. So, what else we gonna talk about? I know I got like less than a few minutes for Blog Talk Radio while I get into like other subjects that I want to talk about. So, I didn't even hear anything. So, normally Blog Talk Radio will give me it was about to. I got like 90 seconds left. So like I said, for the next month and a half, we're gonna do like a little bit like 30-minute skits on Blog Talk Radio just to talk about. Yep, there we go. Just to talk about, just do the Archer Jones show and things like that. So this is just like a preview of what's gonna be going on for Blog Talk Radio. And YouTube, like I said, the Archer Jones show is exclusively for that. So you're going to see the episodes that's exclusively for YouTube. Going to be starting in October. So, and I ain't got an official date when I'm going to do that yet. Like start like the Archer Jones show and Exclusive and Wrestling Tonight. So they're just going to be on a random and just get to catch them then. So I apologize for cutting this short for Blog Talk Radio. We will do this again next week for the Archer Jones show, but I'm not sure what day I'm going to do that. It may be on a weekday for sure that it's going to happen, but we'll just see within the next couple of days, and I'll probably let y'all know when the next time is going to happen. But until then, you guys have a good night, and just follow us next week. Okay, for the people that because right now Blog Talk Radio is recording, so this is like the after the live stream and stuff like that, so you get to listen to, I think I got like an extra 15 minutes on the overtime part of Blog Talk Radio. So we're going to talk about the Avenue, also known as the Grand Avenue Mall, got some new investors last week in the force of a couple of Brewers players, which is Kristen Yelich and Ryan Braun. So they're investing in the Avenue, and as we know so far about it, that I can look a little bit of the paper and stuff like that. So it's going to open at the, let's see, Avenue will feature 3rd Street Market Hall, a food hall with around 20 local food and beverage vendors, as well as offices. The food hall is to open next spring, with the offices will be opening by the end of the year. From what I saw, what they're doing so far, they're doing the outside, and it looks like they ain't doing that much of an inside. So that's probably why they kind of slow down on trying to do things like the outside. So I guess they're just trying to make like upstairs and stuff, and the new look of how it's gonna be outside is decent. I think if you look for the Milwaukee Journal Center and like type the keyword the Avenue, there might be like some pictures on there that you can find the pictures of how the Avenue is supposed to look. So like I said, the food hall is gonna be done in spring, and the offices and stuff is gonna be done by the end of the year. So I think that front way that they're building is gonna be done by the end of the year as well. But you can still go into that mall where you got like a few shopping centers and stuff, and you got the Round One kickboxing place going on there too. So the mall is still open with like stores like that. Also sucks that they got rid of GNC, but also they have Rainbow, and also they have Walgreens in there as well, and Foot Locker. So that's some good things that they got in there. At least they trying to keep it somewhat like a mall, but like I said, they need to do some. Okay, for those who's watching, that was Hazel that went past. She's gonna have her own show too. Like bringing back, Hazel runs her mouth. She's bringing that back on Wednesdays in October, starting October 9th. And what is this, giving them sheets or something? Oh, so she's gonna have her show starting October 9th. So watch out for that on Blog Talk Radio. But what do I think about them investing in the Avenue? I think it's a good thing because it shows that that some athletes not only they want to play here, but they want to invest here. Yeah, they want to invest here as well. So that's a good thing. And that's all we want is people to invest in a community. Well, some communities, half of these communities, people don't invest in because of, people doing stupid stuff and, bad neighborhoods and things like that. And some of us are like living proof that it's like carrying with the bad neighborhoods, dealing with people that just hang around, think it's a party every day, like they got nothing to do in life. And also you have your drug dealers. Normally you don't see them much in the corners. They doing the whole like how they used to do in the 90s. They always stand in the corner, or stand in front of their friends' houses or something like that. But the only reason I think that's stupid is because it's like you're gonna just. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, I didn't even see this part. But Wyoming-based Taco John's, which has nearly 400 locations in 23 states, puts its legal stamp on Taco Tuesday. 30 years ago, it had sentenced and disease letters at offenders. A recent example hits close to home for a fast food chain. Taco John's last month sent a warning to the brewery 5 blocks from its national headquarters using the term adverse of taco truck that parks outside its establishment once a week. But they used to have a Taco John here on Southridge Mall, but I think, yeah, that's gone. But back to the investing and things like that. It'd be cool to get people invest in our communities, although there's not, you have some good communities, you have some bad communities. But the people that makes the community is us, and it's like we got to start doing something to help the community grow, or like invest in ourselves, invest in our children, invest in our future, and also invest on each other, which it seems like it's hard for some people to do that. But I guess I'm just wishing that we all just live in peace and have a lot of stuff coming here. So, well, we got a lot of stuff coming here. We have a couple of restaurants across from the new Fighter Forum, so that bloomed that area of downtown up. So we got those around. Also, Bradley Center finally tore down. They finally tore the rest of it down, in I think it was June or July or something like that. But yeah, and I know they still reckon getting rid of the bottoms and things like that of it. So excuse me. I know they're gonna put hotels and other stuff where the Bradley Center was at, but right now they're talking about they ain't gonna make a move on that until after the Democrat National Convention that's gonna happen next July, which I think is a bad idea. I think but I kind of understand why, because they don't want during construction when people trying to walk through there, and they just want that clear so people can walk through it. But I'm thinking they can at least put one thing up there if they wanted to. So I guess they're gonna wait till after the convention to do stuff. But they said they got some people that want to invest in that spot and want to put some stuff around there, like hotels, apartments, stores, and things like that. So probably got to hang in there for the next 3 years for all that to happen. So hopefully by, I would say, 2023 or 2024, all that would be done and things like that. Also, I know if y'all probably late with the news or probably know about it already, maybe 2023 or 2024, maybe even 2022, one of those years, we might get the NBA All-Star Game. But the All-Star Game this coming year will be in Chicago for 2020 All-Star Game. Then the 2021 will be in Indianapolis. And I don't know where it's going to be after that. They didn't make a decision. So we just know those first two. But it could be here, maybe in 2022 or 2023, 2024. Who knows? Or they might stay in the Midwest or whatnot. maybe with Detroit or Minnesota or whatnot. But sometime the next decade, we're gonna get an All-Star game. So I can't wait. Am I going to the Chicago one this coming year? I probably will. Just trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna say this is just never say never. So hopefully I do get to go. And the only reason I say I hope I do get to go is because I hope like my money situation just gotta be right. So just hoping for that. And also what's going on is they making the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra theater. Although they normally always play at the Pabst Theater or they always play at the Middle High Life Theater and like places like that. So this is supposed to be done by, let's see, the stuff that's going on so far is they begin the cinema's wall began moving this past Tuesday as part of a building conversion of the Symphony Orchestra Performance Center. Former Warner Grand Theater 625 tons wall has moved 10 to 12 feet every 2 hours. The wall move is going very well, and if everything continues to go on as planned, the optimistic that we will complete the move today, or which was this past Tuesday. So 35-foot journey eastbound is to end what used to be part of the North 2nd Street. The wall is being moved so a larger stage can be built for the symphony. The street is being narrowed to accommodate the expansion building at 212 West Wisconsin Avenue. And let's see, there's 18 million overall cinema conversion, 89 million costs are being covered by the state and federal historic presentation tax credits. And they say it's supposed to be done by September of next year. So I guess it'd be interesting for people to know they want to go into theaters and things like that, or see like some musical orchestras and things like that. So that's good for them. Do you guys remember Milwaukee Mall? Yeah, Milwaukee Mall is getting, I wouldn't say like a facelift, but I would say it is getting a facelift, but it's not going to be I think they closed that down like a while ago. So, let's see. So what I'm going to do right now for people that's listening, not live on Blog Talk Radio, that just listen to the rest of this, I'm going to end it right now. And like I said, hopefully y'all get to listen to me on Blog Talk Radio next week. So, just going to end it here. And you guys have a good night. And I will be on here for the Artrell Jones Show next week. Just don't know when. So, till then, you have a good night. And for the people that's watching right now on Facebook and on YouTube, well, the YouTube thing ain't live until it ain't live, but the Facebook Live is. So let me just go from that. Just hold on a second here. We'll just talk about it anyway. the hotel is like mainly gonna be focused on African Americans. Like have like, let me just read the thing right here. The Bouquet Hotel is proposed for Milwaukee's North Side, which could receive up to $9 million in seed financing, is building much of a business case on hosting events involving the African American community. And the name of the hotel is going to be, like I said, with where the Milwaukee Mall was at. It's called the Icon Hotel. I guess for making it easier for people, like they need to get to downtown, and plus they said they was doing a lot of things on that North Avenue area. So in case y'all don't know where that area is at, it's 2100 West North Avenue, and they said they're building more things around there just to keep that community up and running. It will be an 80-room hotel. In a conference center they will be 24,600 square feet of banquet and meeting space. So they're gonna welcome all like activities and things like that too, and like events that's gonna be going on too. So they think it'll fill like a big void for the Milwaukee's north side, so that's good. If you got I think it was yesterday's paper, they got like the picture, like how they're gonna do it, because it used to be a Sears, because that Milwaukee Mall used to be a Sears before that, and after the Sears, I don't know what was that before the Milwaukee Mall, but yeah, it used to be Sears. But this is supposed to be done sometime in, I don't know when they're gonna start, the construction and stuff like that. The rooms are gonna be like rated like over 125 a night. Let's see. They're gonna have. I know they're having like a bar and other things too. So let me just try to look for that part for a second. So community organizations are working to improve the area, attract both new businesses and residents. Like I was saying earlier, Icon's ability to draw enough guests as well as revenue for its restaurant lounge is going to have conference center matters to city taxpayers. So they agreed in May that they was going to give them a $4 million loan, but it may end up increasing to $9 million, and they will pay that back over 20 years. The payments will begin its third year of it being running. If they cannot make the payments, Icon's property tax revenue will repay the loan. And the hotel and conference center, be known as collectively as One MKE Plaza, will cost $36.2 million to develop. The project is to be completed by the end of 2022. So it seems like they got big plans for that hotel, but so I'm thinking if it's going to take that long for them to do that, they must be waiting on some other stuff, because otherwise they probably got to wait for more approvals and things like that. Kind of like what was going on with the fires reform, that they had to wait for approvals and see people agree that it should be built and things like that. And I think the people will agree that it's being built because it's something different over there. It's a hotel. Why not? But there's like other spaces and stuff like that like close around here that could be invested in too. Like there's a bunch of land that's that's on starting from 27 and Hopkins and all the way down to, I think it was 33rd and Capitol, that I think people just need to be invested in. So I'm thinking that probably one day, hopefully somebody will invest in that area, and because we thought something was going to happen, it's supposed to happen, but it never did. So we don't know what's the story on that part or what was going on. And it kind of sucks. But what is up with the Brewers? Like, I know I said I wasn't going to complain until September, but it's almost September and it's like almost crunch time. And I think they're like maybe like a few games behind for that final wild card spot. And although they won Saturday and they lost Sunday, well, yesterday, and I think they played today and won, but I don't know against who, so probably have to look that up when I get the chance. So I'm hoping the Brewers go back to the playoffs and hopefully get some excitement going on here in Milwaukee like it was for the Bucks when they did their thing in the playoffs. So going to those like the Deer District block parties and stuff like that, that was amazing, and I enjoyed every moment of it the times that I went. But as the new NBA season begins, last Monday they did release the schedule, and I know they start on the road against Houston Rockets on that Thursday, the 22nd, I believe it is. No, not 22nd, the 24th, October 24th. Because the 26th they got Miami, that would be their home opener. And I think April 14th would be their last home game this season. They go against Atlanta. Well, one of the games I know I want to go to is that home opener, that last game of the season, and also I'm going to go to their New Year's Day game against Minnesota Timberwolves. Just something interesting to go to. So of course, no New Year's Eve because they had the Harlem Globetrotters on New Year's Eve. Of course. Just wish they would have it the day before and things like that. So the schedule is on their website, Bucks.com. I think it's /NBA schedule or something like that. But the schedule is on their website. Brewers for next season, their schedule is up as well. So probably look for MLB.com/schedules. You'll probably find that on there too. But I think that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to close it out here, although we are going for like almost an hour on YouTube and about 45 minutes on Facebook Live because of the hiccup that I had. So I thought the show would end in 30 minutes, but we ended up going longer than that. So kind of proud of myself. So we will do this again next week. I will let y'all know what day next week that is going to happen. So it may be close to the end of the week the next time I do the Artrell Jones show. So, of course, I'm Artrell Jones. See y'all later, and y'all have a good night and have a good week. Hope y'all tomorrow's and upcoming weeks be perfect. But before I go, WrestlingFansSpeakOut.weebly.com. Check out our upcoming events, meet and greets, and other things that's going on. And of course, the update of this channel, of the Blog Talk Radio, and all this other stuff that we're doing. There's a lot of stuff. Like, Exclusive, WFSO Exclusive will be, I would say sometime either October or November. So I'm not sure. So you're gonna see like some matches that's going on and things like that. So just watch out for that. And also, like I said, look for us on Blog Talk Radio as well, where I'm gonna be doing like snippets of the Arthur Jones show up until October 8th, where the first show will be Arthur Smith's mix. Will be on Tuesday, and probably we might have Clapback come back on Tuesdays too. So it just all depends on what's gonna be going on. So just watch out for those. Also Wednesday, Hazel runs her mouth. That will happen October 10th, starting October 10th. And also on Thursdays you got WFSO's Bucks Talk, where I am looking for people that to be on there, and I might find a couple of people, but I just gotta remind them and just talk to them about it and just go from there. And I think Friday before the WWE pay-per-view, we have Fan View, and I think I'm gonna get the original hostess back on. And also, mostly Sundays, we'll be holding the show for the Fan View as well, too. So, just watch out for that. But, anyways, I'm out of here. Good night, all.